we barely had anything clear-cut in this game. We barely forced the opponent goalkeeper into anything serious. Talk about chance creation for me, and also touch on the weaknesses in our laterals. We are doing too much experimenting with our laterals. Touch on those for me, and then also your own strong points you picked up from this game.
Nketia, we lost the game because, in my view, the coaching was very bad on the day. Take it or leave it. That is the way I see it. Why do I say so? First and foremost, I disagree with that starting 11 on 2 counts. First count, everybody here knows that if you want between Tariq Lamptey and Alidu Seidu, if you want one of them to play as a left back, which one will you go for?
Definitely Tariq.
It's as simple as that. When I saw the shape of the team, that meant that Tariq was rather at right back and Alidu at left back. I told myself one thing. Then it simply means that we are not going to do anything meaningful in the attacking sense from the left. What even worsened the situation was the fact that Antoine Semenyo, I stand to be corrected though, but I've never seen him operate frequently, regularly from the left at club level. If Semenyo is playing at club level, what I have seen, what I can testify to, is the fact that he's always played from the right. So you had a left back who was completely lost going forward, and whoever was assisting him on that side of the field too was somebody who doesn't understand how to play that role. So on one side of the pitch, we were completely dead. Point number 2. I completely disagree with the starting position of Jordan Ayew and then Elisha Owusu. Me, my little coaching, this one, I am not wrong. I am 100% correct. I can boldly say, from the way coaching is done, the last time Jordan Ayew was involved in the competitive training or competitive game was on Saturday. He trained as a player competitively last week Thursday. They did tactical movement as the team of Leicester City on Friday. That they took to the game over the weekend. So after the Saturday, Jordan didn't train on Sunday, or even if he trained on Sunday, it would have gone for a slight shake-up from what happened on Saturday. So he didn't train that deep on Sunday. He didn't train on Monday. He didn't train on Tuesday. Then he arrived in Ghana on Wednesday. Him together with Elisha Owusu. They were not involved in any intensive training with the Black Stars.
And it's worth noting that Elisha was actually carrying an injury.
Yes.
I picked up that he actually needed shots to actually
I'm coming to that.
In fact, coach said it. Otto Addo said it at the presser.
So it clearly meant that me, I am here and I'm stating emphatically that Otto Addo has no trust whatsoever in the boy who plays in the championship in England. What is the name of that striker?
Thomas Asante.
Asante. He's just calling the player because of something that he's only the best person to explain to us.
Isn't that the same thing we experienced with Kudus?
It is what it is. So you ask yourself, was it that necessary for Jordan to start yesterday? And anybody who watched the game could clearly see that between Jordan and Elisha, who were playing short 2, -2 players. And you look at the coach and say, what? These guys had just arrived in the country some few hours to the game. And our coach started them. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, he kept them on the pitch for 82, 85 minutes. Goodness me. What sort of coaching was that? Is it that the likes of John Pencil and Co, who sits there as assistant coaches?
John Pencil.
Yeah, John Pencil, who sits there as what? Assistant coaches, who's played the game to the highest. This simple, basic football routine, they don't know or what?
Well, I mean, it's one thing for the assistant to advise. It's another thing for the coach.
It's all about Otto Addo
to take his tactics.
Because I'm shocked. I think it will be all about Otto Addo because John Pencil is so well elite as a player when he was, that he would have told the man that, look, if you look at the timing of the man when they came, the fact that one of them is even carrying an injury.
Yeah.
Hey, Majid Ashimeru could not start this. Look, we've been doing the Arsenal game on radio. Agreed?
Yeah.
And I've always said, Thomas Partey is no longer a midfielder who progresses the ball with runs.
Yeah.
He progresses the ball with his what? Passing ability. So if you are playing Thomas Partey and Elisha owusu in the game that we have to win here in Ghana, what sort of coaching is that? What sort of tactical play is that? How are we going to progress the ball into the half of the opponent? That was completely unnecessary. Point number 3, Majid Ashimeru. If you decide not to start him, you give him less than 10 minutes for him to come and impact what? Look, no more call Libot or Libot. Ashimeru back game, no. He left his first meaningful touch in the half of the opponent. He was creating spaces for players.
To be fair to Otto on the Ashimeru issue, I think he's also had issues with injuries, and he's also sort of falling out of the Anderlecht first team.
No more.
To be fair,
no more. Elisha owusu, but true of us.
I'm just saying.
No, John.
I'm just saying.
You said agreed. But if you look at what Ashimeru did in just 5 minutes, 5 minutes in that game, far
so
better than.
Are you saying that
it is
a one-legged Ashimeru
is
far
better
than Elisha owusu with both feet?
Ashimeru, Ashimeru, Thomas Partey combo in the midfield is far better than Elisha owusu and then what? Thomas Partey. But the ball in injuries have slowed the young man down. So it's about receive, touch, receive. Oh, you take, go and do your job. Go, take it forward, progress the ball. When you're here, where I will go. And then you could leave Jordan on the pitch for close to 80 something. Yeah. Now look at the worst thing about it. Everybody go watch the game again and see the behavior of our left back. Alidu, he should be dropped from the Black Stars immediately. He's so indisciplined as a player. Tactically, he's never been good. He rushes into tackle. He thinks it's all about the fans. So got our flow, the fans. They can know the J.
Oh,
relax.
No, but you see, he was on a yellow card, I believe.
And I'm saying that. Do you know why he was on a yellow card? That's what I'm coming to.
But
he kept fighting with the guy. He was fighting with the guy.
That's on the coach to remove.
You know, the point is this, and I was running commentary with Yaminta, and y'all kept saying that Ali Dusedu will run his course and get yellow carded.
Yep.
As soon as the Angolans introduced Vito targeted Ali Dusedu, and it was one-on-one. And all of it, as to how Ali Dusedu got his concentration taken away from the game
and rather focusing on the player. He want to fight with the player. And you know the shocking thing? It was along the line where Otto Addo was standing. You could go
I think he should have taken him out of the game.
Ball at common sense. The referee called the two of them. One still Ali Dukepadieno. And we all saw it.
Yeah.
Therefore, when it now became very important and crucial, like Nathan rightly said, he had forgotten about the football. Hey, well, he couldn't look. All he needed was to use his left foot. He couldn't use his left foot. I know. You have been forced to play in a position that you are not comfortable. That is why you needed to concentrate. It's about 90 minutes concentration. He didn't do that. You talked about why we are not able to create chances. I spoke about the Elisha owusu Thomas Partey combo. It is square. Partey is the only one who passed it for. And look, I have said this time and time and again. I think Kudus is refusing to be coached when he comes to the Black Stars. No more. Mina Makelesi die. Ina Stephen Appiah die. Ina Baby Jet die. Kudus said, I love him more than anybody. But he must be told directly in his face that look, play it simple. We know you are technically gifted. Play it simple. Wait for the moment. Let the chance of dribbling and holding on to the ball present itself. Then then you use your technical ability
Yeah.
to our advantage. Coach Itaje, if the pitch is bad, the best thing you can do to your players to get them to move the ball a bit quicker. Otto Addo stood there, John Penson stood there, they all stood there and watched that. You know, this is what made the icing on the cake on the bad coaching. Look, if you are a coach and you are playing against an opposition and the goal and the game is 0-0, it is 90th minute. The referee shows a 5 minutes what? Injury time. At that time, you were not overly dominating the game. What should you do? You should accept.
That is a draw.
It's a draw game. Go and watch the game. You were there. Abeku was there. And you could clearly see that still Otto thought that we could go on and win the game. He thought that we could go and watch the game. The Angolan goal was as a result of a counter-attack. And I was asking myself, anybody have felt about one? You can argue that Abdul Mumin slipped in clearing the ball, but the shape of our team was bad. In the 93rd minute, our coaches felt that we could go in. It isn't that we were overly dominating and we had a certain atmosphere booming through the stadium and we were shouting on top of our voices and we were driving the team forward.
When you play in Kumasi, right? Maybe the fans were restless because in Kumasi, when you play football and the football is not pretty, the fans will begin to get on your back. They will stay patient for about 60, 70 minutes. And you've been in Kumasi a lot
Yes,
of times.
I've been there before.
You know how it is. So 60, 70
No,
minutes.
but that is why you are paid.
That
That is why he's paid over $50,000.
Yeah.
That is why he's paid the amount of money he's paid to read the situation and then take the best of decisions. Everything about the coaching yesterday was bad.
Yeah.
You kept Joseph Pencil on the bench for 83, 84 minutes, relying on Jordan Ayew, who was completely immobile. He couldn't move. Jet lag issues, lack of training issues. And then, look, for once I felt that all our chances were created from the right hand side.
Yeah.
I felt that simple coaching will mean that if you are putting all your egg in one basket, you become overly predictable. And if you look at the changes of the Angolan coach, all his changes was meant to stop. His first two changes was meant to stop whatever Isayaku and Tariq Lamptey were doing on it. So there I thought that Otto Addo will now give us another option on the left. Who is that option? Joseph Pencil. Take off Jordan Ayew. Shift Semenyo into the middle. We've seen him play into the middle where he's been aggressive. Give it another creativity because Ali Dusedu at left back was not offering anything going forward. So put a natural winger in front of him who will fancy himself on the 1v1 situation with the right full back. Semenyo couldn't dribble the guy because Semenyo would do better on the right. Isayaku is a better specialist on the right. So put Semenyo in the middle.
Isayaku was really bad on the day as well.
Yes, it's because everything now fell on him and he needed to force the issue. But if Joe was on the left, Isayaku on the right, and we have this team, I've always said, gone are the days of Michael Essam, Suleiman Tari, Stephen Appiah, Lai Kingston, and Co. Where the strength was in the middle. The strength of this Black Stars team, whether Otto Addo and John Pencil and Co like it or not, is pace. So what? Because this team have always looked a better team anytime we've played with our natural wingers. Meaning if you're basabasane. Meaning if you're basabasane, favoritism in the selection of the players.
Well, in the end,
look, on Monday,
it might just cost him his job.
On Monday,
he keeps doing that.
Niger, without a doubt, will be the whipping boys of this group.
And it's in Morocco, so we cannot make excuses about a bad pitch.
The pitch there is perfect.
You will have a good pitch to play on.
What I am saying is beat Niger. Shinmo, the coming back of Kwesi Appiah will be lovely.
We'll get
in Lakabu.
We'll get
in Lakabu.
I say Kwesi Appiah. He has been doing research on us.
I did say that we should have given the job to him, but because of the selfishness of certain people,
he hasn't been paid all his money. Don't we still owe him?
I think I need to cross check from him. I need to cross check from him because of the selfishness of certain people. No Ghanaian coach was more qualified to coach the Black Stars than Akwesi Afia. I would debate today with anybody at any time. Nobody. At the time that the coaching job of the Black Star was vacant, said it. The selfishness on the part of the people at the FA meant that will go. If I were too much, it's no nyenya.
Go there. Partey. Pass. Jordan. Partey go.
Thomas! Asante! I'm watching you. Ziggy, how do you say, Ziggy? How is Ziggy a free? Oh, I'm sure they are Frederick Asare. Ziggy and Nimley. Ase me yo we Jimmy. Eh, Ziggy Funka.
Idea, partey idea.
Passe ball no more. Ko to ko play ben no do pass no. Pass pass Ziggy. Hey, sa no ni chance ya ye dey redeem. Sa I'm saying he's up on them.
Understand?
We need a 40 back. Bring back O'Ferry. Fire! Kudus! Kudus! Oh, Charlie. This guy got every ball. Press. Press. You don't get to remember again now. Press. Hey, press. Ah, press. Hey, press. Oh, laptop is the virus. That's how I got enough. Give me my banner. Kudus. Kudus, why? Kudus, why? Masa, ini ni trouble.
Nice. Nice one.
Style of play. This one be first to trade. That style of play. One style. Tight speed. Tight speed. This one. I'm gonna work how to play out. The tactics is inside. The tactics is. Shana, sorry, maybe I just have to see us. What's going on? Stop one.
Nice pass.
Shano. I got to go keeper.
Cross the ball.
I want to see how much 2 minutes.